Hey guys, part 3. In this paragraph, we're going to be answering watch President Kennedy's speech at Rice University. And there's a link on the homework website. And I even tell you where to start it at 216. And one of the quotes is, "We choose to go to the moon and do the other hard things." That's the part we're looking for. It's really hard to explain this for you and for me to ask it. It says, in your own words, summarize why making the promise to go to the moon was very bold. The video on Project Mercury is on our website. And the only hint I'm going to give you that is the first mission, first rocket launch of Project Mercury was a disaster. It was unbelievably embarrassing. So if you could find how that was embarrassing, that will help. Because if that was, the first thing we tried in response to Sputnik was a huge disaster. More of an embarrassment than a disaster. So look that up. There's also some information on Gemini. So a short paragraph about what Project Mercury was, which ended up being successful. And it had several things it did. First, it tried to get rockets into space. Then it tried to get a person into space, get a person in there longer. And then the Gemini missions, which were in the middle, expanded upon Mercury missions. And then when they graduated from Gemini, they graduated into the Apollo missions. Now the Apollo missions, it was Apollo 11 that got to the moon, but there were 10 successful missions before that. But they weren't trying to get to the moon. They were basically trying to graduate to that achievement. In my red suggestions for this one, it says, Kennedy's speech helps tell the story of the space race because it reassured and inspires people. But within that speech, if you read it, and it's not that long, it explains the work and commitment and sacrifice it's going to take. So within it, he gets into details about how much it's going to cost and how much did that cost each person. So he's inspiring people, but he's also telling them that it's going to take sacrifice on their part. Okay, so what that speech is on right here, and I've linked this to the website, it's, there it is. If you could just see it there, you could freeze it and write it down. But I think I just looked up, I Googled NASA President Kennedy Rice talk, because he was at Rice University.